Do you want to be forced to ride the bus? Some city council members want you to. And so does the Spokane Transit Authority, STA. But at what cost? Unfortunately, efforts by some city council members and STA have resulted in road diets, which lead to congestion, increased emissions, dangerous driving, and limited customer access for local businesses. A road diet is generally described as removing travel lanes from a roadway and utilizing the space for other uses and travel modes such as bikes or buses. Now, a road diet is planned for Division Street, and when completed, new bus travel lanes will be instituted. One north and one south lane on Division Street, north of the couplet, will be allocated to buses only, reducing travel lanes for vehicles. South of the Division couplet on Ruby Street, 2 lanes would be removed to motor vehicle traffic. Meanwhile, on Division Street, a bus-only lane and parking lane will limit travel lanes. This reduction will decrease access to local businesses, create more congestion, increase emissions, and lead to unsafe driving conditions on Division Street and neighborhoods nearby. Despite concerns raised by some members of the Spokane community, all the Spokane City Council members on the STA board voted in favor of road dieting Division Street. The STA has been the lead agency supporting the road diet because it is expected to attract more bus commuters who seek to avoid the traffic congestion caused by lane reductions. Currently, Division Street handles over 50,000 vehicles daily. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, road diets with an average daily traffic above 20,000 vehicles will significantly increase traffic congestion and likely force drivers to find unsafe alternative routes via residential streets that were never designed to handle so much traffic. Imagine what the traffic will be like when 33 to 50% of the lanes are removed. All that traffic in the outside lanes will now be forced into 2 lanes. Advocates of road dieting Division Street claim that the traffic on the street will significantly reduce once the North Spokane Corridor, or NSC, is completed. However, the NSC is located 2 miles east of Division Street. While some trucks and commuters will utilize the NSC, the traffic on Division Street is unlikely to decrease from 50,000 vehicles a day to under 20,000 vehicles per day, leaving businesses and commuters in the area to deal with the terrible consequences of road dieting and dedicated bus lanes. The Division Street road diet's nearly $200 million cost appears excessive, especially when a $200 million budget could repair over 90 miles of Spokane City roads. This raises the question of why a road diet is being implemented on a well-functioning arterial road that already experiences heavy traffic. We are told over and over that bus routes increase business. Here is a major street in Seattle, 3rd Avenue, that has been road dieted and converted to buses, and look at the mess it has caused. Drug use and crime are running rampant. Most businesses have been forced to close, including large retailers like those you see on the screen. What will the road diet on Division Street lead to? It is worth mentioning that road dieting can be beneficial in certain situations, such as improving pedestrian safety in busy areas like New York City's Times Square. However, in Spokane, where pedestrian traffic is considerably less than larger cities, implementing a road diet is not necessary. Spokane is copying cities like Seattle, Portland, and San Francisco. In the city of Spokane, there are many road diets. Meanwhile, Spokane Valley does not allow road diets. When a road is narrowed by a road diet, buses stop in the travel lanes, causing congestion, emissions, and most importantly, unsafe driving conditions. For example, on East Sprague Avenue, passing the bus on the left creates a danger as vehicles enter an opposing traffic left turn lane. Fortunately, in this example, an accident did not occur. Have you ever wondered why there is so much tint on the windows? Some people think it is to hide the fact that there are few or no passengers on the bus. STA ridership has consistently decreased for several years. Every time a person rides a bus, taxpayers subsidize the fare. In the past 5 years, there has been a 310% taxpayer increase per ride. That means the taxpayer pays $26 for each bus ride. Speaking of riders, in 2021, rider revenue only accounted for 5% of all STA expenses. The remaining expenses were covered by taxes. That is $670 per household in Spokane County. With declining ridership and increasing tax subsidies, there is concern that the Division Street Road Diet will only lead to more traffic congestion, and that the STA and City Council members are pushing for the road diet to force people to use public transportation. STA's CEO is not being forced to ride the bus. She does not even live in Spokane. She drives to work in her Mercedes-Benz and parks at her special CEO-only parking spot in the giant STA employee parking lot. The City Council members on STA have their own reserved parking lot too. City Council members do not think the citizens should have a car, but it is important that City Council members have a car. Again, do you want to be forced to ride the bus? Some City Council members want you to, and so does the STA. But at what cost? The cost is longer commutes, forced bus rides, and more congestion. Are you in favor of any of these? Stand with Curing Spokane and support no road diets on city streets with more than 8,000 vehicles per day. No stopping buses in travel lanes. Buses must pull off the roadway to load and unload passengers. And most importantly, contact the STA board and your City Council representatives to tell them not to road diet Division Street. It is up to us to make Spokane a better place to live.